Well, an industrial super site, once used to manufacture and for years to store deadly chemical weapons, continues to make strides in its transformation. Vermillion Rise Mega Park near Clinton in west central Indiana is owned and managed by the Newport Chemical Depot Reuse Authority and includes an amazing 7,000 plus acres. A new executive director has just arrived to oversee economic development efforts and form strategic partnerships, including deals with CSX Railroad and Duke Energy. And the aforementioned executive director, Bob Grewe, is here in studio. Bob, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Let's talk about the Vermillion Rise Mega Park. As we were talking off camera, really a high-risk, high-reward development. Many people have heard of VX in Vermillion County. Got a lot of attention over the years for that. That's in the rearview mirror now, and this mega park is now poised for development. Give us an update on where things are with this.
Well,
park.
good point. You know, there was a lot of heavy lifting over the past 5 years, remediation and real estate transfers and the like. And you're right, that's sort of behind us, and we're turning the page and focusing more on our economic development efforts. Again, the partnerships you alluded to are very important to us that we may go into. So it's kind of a new chapter, if you will.
Talk about the site itself. As I mentioned, it's huge, 7,000 plus acres, and some amenities. You know, manufacturers, lots of businesses want water. This is a very water-rich environment.
Indeed, the Army located the facility here because of the water resources. So, you know, right off the base on the Wabash River, the aquifer, we have 5 collector wells that can pull up to 100 million gallons a day. We're permitted at 30 million gallons, but again, that resource for the right customers is going to be very attractive.
Okay, you do have some people working in several businesses. Talk about how many jobs you have now.
Yeah, we have 4 tenants out there at about 100 jobs, more local initiatives. But you know, that's kind of leased up the available buildings, and that brings us maybe to the Shell building idea.
Yeah, which is one of the new developments, the Shell building, Garmong brothers. Talk about that and what that could mean.
Right. Well, again, we're out of building, so we knew to get attention to the site and to bring people to look at it, the Shell building would be huge. Plus, we can respond to inquiries that the state and utilities bring us. So 50,000 square foot, expand to 200,000. And again, with all the other resources on the property, it's well positioned.
But this, as you look, smaller, mid-sized companies may be there, but as you look at kind of the sweet spot for this development, you're really looking at potentially big development.
Right, the classic mega park that need the space, prefer maybe a remote location, but need the high intensity utilities that the Army sort of left there for us. So we've got the water resource, we have 2 interstate gas lines to the south of us, working with CSX to ensure that we can bring the rail in, doing those real estate operations now to make sure that on a given time we can pull that in. Duke Energy's made investments in the property to bring us the energy that we need, a new substation, and is currently building another substation on the other end of the plant. So we're really tying together a really robust utility infrastructure package.
It sounds like that infrastructure is all coming into play. What's it going to take to get, you know, it's a tough, as you know, very competitive environment out there. What's it going to take to get some?
Well, I think, back to turning the page on economic development, is sort of getting into the marketplace and making sure that folks understand the resources here. You know, CSX and their Site Select program will really help us in that regard as they outreach to their customer base. They'll be able to create awareness of the site. And with our other partners of Duke Energy, Indiana Economic Development Corporation, and the like, we hope to get the message out about this value.
Give us a quick snapshot of Bob Grewe. You're new on the job now as executive director there. Where's your last stop?
Well, I was with Flockmuller Group in Evansville, and still residing in Jasper, Indiana, and transitioning up here soon.
All right, Bob Grewe, the new executive director at Vermillion Rise Mega Park. Hope it does well. I grew up right in the neighborhood there, so I'll be looking forward to following developments.
Very good. Thanks,
Bob. Well, thanks for watching Inside Indiana Business on YouTube. For the latest statewide business news, be sure to visit InsideIndianaBusiness.com and subscribe to our free daily e-newsletters by clicking on the link.